Alright, so today we are doing the preview of the fall 2024 anime season. We're just going to look through the synopsis of every anime, look through the genres, maybe look at the studio, and look at one of the trailers as well. And then afterwards, I'll give my predicted rating out of 10, zero point 0.5 intervals on how good I think the show will be based on what we can tell from all the data without actually watching it, I guess. So yeah. Anyways, let's get the video started. Should we check out the first one? Dandadan. I know Nugget is watching this one actually. It's unique. Yeah, that's what I would expect. Okay, so let's read the no actually, should we go through the genres first? So genres: action, comedy, drama, romance, sci-fi, and supernatural. So we got a bunch of genres. All of the genres. Dandadan. Who's it done by? Who's it done by? Science Sorrow. I am unfamiliar. What have they done? Scott Pilgrim. I liked Pockets. Fuck me. Scott Pilgrim. Star Wars Visions. The High Case Story. Devilman Crybaby. Okay, so they don't have a lot of history, but the limited history that they do have. Tatami. Tatami Time Machine. Is this? Okay, this is also part of this. So what they have done sounds pretty good. It sounds pretty good. So limited information, but sounds like the studio seems pretty good from what I can tell there. Anyways, let's read it. This is a story about Momo, a high school girl who comes from a family of spirit mediums, and her classmate Okarun, an occult fanatic. After Momo rescues Okarun from being bullied, they begin talking. However, an argument ensues between them since Momo believes in ghosts but denies aliens exist, and Okarun believes in aliens but denies ghosts exist. To prove to each other what they believe in is real, Momo goes to an abandoned hospital where a UFO has been spotted, and Okarun goes to a tunnel rumored to be haunted. To their surprise, they each encounter overwhelming paranormal activities that transcend comprehension. Amid these predicaments, Momo awakens her hidden power, and Okarun gains the power of a curse to overcome these new dangers. Their fateful love begins as well. Question mark. That's what I was thinking as well. The story of the occult battle and adolescence starts. Okay. Okay. Well, let's watch the trailer and then I'll let you know my thoughts, I guess. Okay, max quality. There we go. Your banana. There's the romance part. Yo, this song goes hard. What the hell? Right, guys, 1 a.m. JST. Okay, that was obviously. Did it say October? On October 4, yeah. So that's what, 2 weeks ago now? Yeah. I mean, it definitely seems unique. You're definitely right, Naga. It seems very unique. I do think that generally speaking, this will be good because I think it looks good. Like visually speaking, it looks good. I will be honest though, not that visuals don't necessarily mean that much to me unless they like add to I guess the meaning of what's happening, and stuff looking better generally does like enhance everything, but it doesn't necessarily it'll add much to the meaning if it's not done in a certain style. But I do think it'll definitely stand out. I think I'll definitely like this. I guess I'll do a little prediction as well for a lot of these shows. I'll give like a predicted rating. Um, and then I guess if you find out what rating I actually give it, they'll check the anime list, I guess. But I do fear that the romance side of this story will be hard to pull off effectively. But that's just a lot of speculation. I imagine I'm gonna like this show, but I don't think I'll think it's a masterclass or anything. So for now, let me just check the average rating. People really like it. Damn, 84 average rating. That's really high. I wonder if that's because of the style. Because the style does stand out. Recommendations: having Mob Psycho, Chainsaw Man, Fully Cooley, Kill la Kill, Baken Monogatari in here as recommendations, so shows that are somewhat similar to this one. That those are not bad shows to be next to, really. So that's like another plus. So I think I would maybe give it a predicted score 8 out of 10, maybe. Maybe I'd end up giving it just below. I'm not sure. I'd have to watch it to really find out more. But yeah, I'm excited to know what it is about. So I think that's a big plus. I'm actually curious about this one. But I've also got a fear that we're gonna start having a steep decline after this show. I might not be so positive about the rest of these. So yeah, we're starting off pretty good. I think Dandadan will be pretty good. All right. ReZero Season 3. Important to keep in mind that I won't be covering shows where I haven't watched the most recent most recent season of it, for example. So I won't be covering Shangri La Frontier. I won't be covering that one because I haven't watched season 1. Okay. ReZero Season 3. So I have watched all of the seasons prior to this one. So, as some people might know, I have been vocal in the past about ReZero on how I think it is overrated. I've always said that it's still a good show, but I've always said it is overrated, right? Last season, I think the plot itself was a lot more entertaining. I think last season there was a lot less. There was less abuse of the respawn, like die and you respawn factor, respawn our previous checkpoint factor. There was less abuse of that, which was nice because that, by the end of season one was getting really repetitive with that whole respawning aspect. Season 2, not as much, so that's a plus. I did want season 2 to kind of cover the whole REM thing instantly rather than, what I consider to be a bit of a sidetrack with the whole Sanctuary arc. I say Sanctuary arc, it covers like the entire of season 2, pretty much. But I assume that we're kind of going to build towards that, towards the REM thing now, which I can tell will probably somewhat be the case at least. Based on this background, I noticed 2 characters that were kind of the reason for their whole REM memory disappearance, whatever you want to call it, that happens at the start of season 2 / end of season 1. But yeah, I guess I'll read the synopsis. It's still done by the same studio, isn't it? White Fox. Yeah, it is. Okay. So yeah, that's fine. Okay, a year has passed since Subaru's victory at the Sanctuary. He savors a life of fulfillment while Amelia's camp stands united for the royal selection until a fateful letter arrives. Anastasia, a royal selection candidate, has invited Amelia to the Watergate city of Prestella, but as the party begins its journey, crisis stirs beneath the surface and Subaru meets a cruel fate once again. Okay, so that was an ongoing plot point from season 1, wasn't it? what's it called again? They were trying to like choose the next, not the next leader, but what was it called again? The selection thing that Amelia's in. What's that called again? I don't remember. But there were like a, it was like an election in it. We'll call it an election. So I think it might be about that. We might be covering that. Okay, yeah, she's not weird at all. Now here's the guy. And here's the other guy. I kind of assumed that this translation is completely correct, but this is the guy from the sanctuary. That music actually kind of reminds me of Overlord, I won't lie. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure. The trailer doesn't necessarily inspire me, but I think it's at least gonna somewhat cover plot that I want to be covered, I guess. Like, I don't really feel like we're gonna sidetrack too hard, hopefully. But I'm also not that big of a fan of ReZero in general. I think I might just give it like the same score, but I think I'm also afraid I might even like it less than season 2 and season 1, just because the whole thing that makes the show unique is just like, you know, getting staler and staler by the end. So I feel like its effects might have ceased to exist, I guess, by the time I actually start watching this, which will be very soon. But yeah, I'm not sure. 86, I'm definitely not going to give that. Important to note as well that this average score is inflated because it's season 3, so the people who didn't like season 1 aren't going to continue watching, so the average rating will naturally inflate, so we shouldn't look into this rating too much. My guess, I've got a fear that I won't like it as much as the last one. I gave the last one 7.5, but I think I'll give it a benefit of the doubt, and also considering the fact that we won't get sidetracked that much, I think I'll give it a 7.5 as well. My predicted score is 7.5, I mean. As well, important to note that even though I did think season 2 was a bit of a sidetrack, I still found it very, very entertaining. It kept me invested, so that's good. That's good. This is a new style of review. You're just pre-jumping what you think you're gonna rate it before you even watch it. I like finish it and I would just do like a review of ReZero. It's just my opinion before I've even watched it. It's like, look at this epic prediction. I knew I wouldn't like it. Alright, so yeah, predicted score 7.5. I do like 0.5 intervals for the predictions. I don't want to get too specific. Blue Lock Season 2, I have not watched the first season, so I can't cover it. Uzumaki. Now this apparently only has 4 episodes, so that's interesting. 67 average score. I think it's gone down since the start. Genres, drama, horror, mystery, and supernatural, so it's on the more extreme end, I guess. Studios, got 2 studios apparently, which I don't recognize. Which, let's read it. Okay. Kurozucho, a small fog-bound town on the coast of Japan, is cursed. According to Shuichi Saito, the withdrawn boyfriend of teenager Kirie Goshima, their town is haunted not by a person or being but by a pattern. Uzumaki, the spiral, the hypnotic secret shape of the world. It manifests itself in small ways: seashells, ferns, whirlpools in water, whirlwinds in air, and in large ways, the spiral marks on people's bodies, the insane obsessions of Shuichi's father, the voice from the cochlea, is that a word? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. The cochlea in your inner ear. As the madness spreads, the inhabitants of Kurozucho are pulled even deeper, as if into a whirlpool from which there is no return. Wow, that was a bit of a mouthful, that synopsis, I won't lie. Okay, let's okay, it's in black and white. It's in black and white.
この町で起こった奇妙な出来事の数々です。ダイヤモン、その背中どうしたんだ？渦巻きというものに何やら神秘的なものを感じるんです。いや、絶対に何か不思議な力が秘められてるに違いない。渦の入り口に過ぎなかったという。
It sounds looks pretty peculiar.
これを見ればあなたもきっと。
They just has to land.
私たちはまだ気づいていませんでした。
Okay. Oh my god.
Based on Junji Ito's spine-tingling manga comes the all-new limited series, Uzumaki. Japanese language premieres Saturday, September 28th at 12:30 on Toonami. Next day on Max.
Damn. Okay, that was some crazy shit. That was some crazy shit. No, I agree with you. I think it does look more horror than mystery. Which I think for me is a bit of a worrying sign. Just, you know, just horror doesn't seem that interesting to me. I don't think it's a great... doesn't really make the show like objectively better. But it does seem unique. Does seem peculiar, both in a bad and good way. Man, I don't know what to say. I think what I've heard is that the animation between episode 1 and after hasn't been amazing, or like the art, like it just doesn't look nearly as good, which is a worrying sign. I think beforehand I would have been a little bit more optimistic, possibly, but now I'm a bit worried. I'm gonna give it a predictor rating of just a 7 for now. But I think it could drop even further if the rumors of the animation quality and art just, you know, plummeting after episode 1. If that's completely true, then it could be even worse. But it's only 4 episodes, so if episode 2 wasn't that great, you know, it has room to redeem itself, I guess. Even though I feel like once you go down, it's you're more likely to keep at that level or go even worse than suddenly go back up again. But you know, that is a hypothetical, I guess, so we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, that's a very tough one to predict, because it could really go anywhere. So if you don't mind risking like watching something knowing that it might not be as good as you wanted it to be, you know, knowing that there's a chance that it might actually end up being really interesting, then, you know, Uzumaki might be your thing. So I'll give it a predicted score of 7, but that could go honestly anywhere. Honestly could go anywhere. Bleach. Yeah, I have watched all of Bleach up until this point. I am probably not part of the majority when I say I'm actually not a big fan of the more recent arcs in Bleach. Bleach Thousand Blood War arc and the separation. Not a huge fan. I think the pacing has been really unusual. It was really, really unusually very, very quick in my opinion. Because I remember at the start of the Thousand Blood War arc, they like introduced like 2 characters, and I'm not even sure we even saw them ever again, like any episode after that one. It was a little bit unusual. It was kind of, you almost question like, if we're gonna pace it this quickly, don't introduce these characters that we're never gonna see again, unless we're gonna see them again at some point. But just their value seems so irrelevant from what we've seen so far that them existing already just seems confusing. They're just trying to find a way to somehow get those chapters into one season of 12 episodes. So yeah, I do think it has slowed down a little bit by the time of separation, but I also don't think the plot is as good. You know, I do think a benefit of this whole Thousand Blood War arc is that, in contrast to the 2 big seasons, I guess, in the Bleach before, was that, you know, we got our main guys and we go infiltrate the Soul Society, and then in the second arc you got the main guys, then they infiltrate Hyukomundo, and now this time together with the Soul Society. And now with Thousand Blood War arc, it's the good guys in Soul Society being infiltrated by someone else, namely the Quincy's, right? So that's, you know, that's cool. We're not doing the same thing again. Now it's technically the same thing, but the opposite, if you will. So it's not quite the same. So that's cool, but I would say that this faction is just not as cool or as well, interesting. They kind of are, but they don't quite land for me. These Quincy's, the characters, the villains, they're not as cool as, like, you know, when you went to the Soul Society and you had to fight all these captains. All of these captains, they were really, really cool. They had interesting characters, just everything. They had everything, right? And I think it was the same thing with Hyukomundo. A little bit less, a little bit less with the characters thing, and there's also less cool guys involved. You know, these captains are more long-lasting characters than the ones you saw in Hyukomundo. But still, a lot of these characters in Hyukomundo were really cool. You know, you had Baragon, you had Starks. Everybody loves Stark, Ulquiorra, Grimjow. People love these characters. They love these villains, and I feel like, other than maybe the big bad, you know, I can't even pronounce his name. It's like Yuwach or something, who's kind of cool, and maybe one more. There's, generally speaking, these villains are just not quite as cool, and their backstories are not as interesting. They're not as, probably, I remember them being necessarily explained in detail either. Maybe they will later on. I'm not sure. But yeah, I think there's a lot of like making up shit on the spot to result in certain characters being more powerful than before. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan. I'm not a huge fan. For Bleach or for a normal show, the quick pacing, you mean? I think this is quick pacing in general, really quick in general. I think this reminds me of the start of like Classroom of the Elite Season 3 a little bit. It obviously doesn't stay at that pace, just like in Classroom of Elite Season 3 as well. It doesn't stay at its pace that it has at the start, but there's just a lot of it where I'm just like, sorry, what's going on? Like, that we saw that, are they still like, you know? I don't know. Shit goes crazy as well, because in this arc, a lot of big shit happens that's like even more catastrophical than anything's ever happened before, and it goes from absolute peace in 1 minute to just like, you know, within 5 minutes, like something has happened which is worse than we've seen in the last 300 episodes. So I'm just like, yeah, this was already an overwhelming arc, but because of the pacing as well, it just went that extra step too far. And in general, I don't enjoy this. I don't like it. That being said, we are now going into the third part of the Thousand Blood War arc. So that does mean that this will probably cover some of the more entertaining fights. So naturally, because of that, I'll probably end up giving it a higher rating than the last two parts. I also gave the last part a higher rating than the first ones because I do think it was slower than the one before. So I enjoyed that one a bit more because of that, even if the villains aren't that great. So yeah, this part I'll probably like the most. I thought I should mention that. So yeah, watch the trailer. Let me just check. I'm on HD. Nice. Are they trying to tell us that we're gonna see people's bankais? Is that what's going on? I do like Rukia's new powers. Yawah. That's the guy right there. It's the big bad guy. Okay. They're not stopping. Okay, there we go. No, then they're still going. Okay. Is it done? Okay, they're done. Bleach the type of show that spoils everything in the trailers or the OPs? They usually spoil what the big fight is about to be, like who the people are gonna be in the big fights soon, I think. But for the most part, a lot of those bankais, if not all, I think maybe even all, we've already seen. There was a little one where one of them said bankai, didn't actually show it, so I guess they're spoiling the fact that we're probably gonna see that character's bankai in this season. But yeah, other than that, I don't really think so. But yeah, I guess I gotta make a prediction, huh? Not a lot to go off of that trailer, really. To be honest with you. I don't know. Prediction? Maybe a little bit stern, but I'm gonna say prediction 6.5. I imagine I'm not gonna be a huge fan again. Maybe I'll bump it up to a 7. If I end up really liking the fights, but I don't know. I'll probably, yeah, my prediction 6.5. 6.5, that's my prediction. Oh no, not this one. Not this one. Seirei Gedsuki. I actually did watch the first one in dubbed because Sea-Dog was a voice actor in it. So I don't know. I ended up watching it because of that, I guess. It doesn't even have a synopsis for the second season. It's just second season. There we go. Yeah, no, the first season, I'm gonna be honest, it was absolutely horrible. It was just fantasy isekai trash. And not even in a way that it's trendy. Like the name isn't trendy at all. It's just fantasy. It's just a fantasy title, right? It's just actually trash. It's just isekai trash. That's just what it is. Like, you don't even need to go into detail. It's just trash. I don't even want to explain myself. It's just trash. It doesn't even have like something that makes it stand out, like you respawn when you die, or you're a fridge, or you have a phone, or you're overpowered. Well, I guess I wouldn't even say he's not even that strong. He's kind of strong, but he's not like godlike strong. So yeah, I mean, I guess we'll watch the trailer. I swear this is even Kirito's voice actor. Now I'm gonna have to check this. I swear to God, I haven't watched the Jap. No, it is. Yeah, this is Kirito's voice actor. The main character literally is Kirito.
俺はとっくにこの手を汚す覚悟を決めたんだ。あの男への復讐を果たすために。さっき言ってた前世ってどういうこと？お兄ちゃんが日本人だったって、その人たちにも話したってこと？綺麗。こんなの初めて見ました。この世界にお兄ちゃんがいるなら、私探しに行きたいです。わからない。
Look at all these females who care about the main character. He's fulfilling the Kirito role perfectly. This is the guy that Sea Dog voice acts as, by the way. I noticed I probably should have put the subtitles on, but it's too late now. I just gotta move on. Because I'm not rewatching this trailer. So yeah, this is the most stereotypical show that you could possibly imagine for, like, you know, an isekai. You probably can't even tell it's an isekai, like, from the trailer. Like, you wouldn't even be able to tell. There's no reason for this to be an isekai, honestly. I mean, I guess there is, because that's just how the story is built up, but yeah, very typical, very stereotypical, you know, excluding the fact that it doesn't have like a thing that makes it stand out, like a random tropey standout type thing, which I usually do nowadays. So that makes it even worse, probably, because its actual story is bad as well. So it literally has nothing going for it. It has absolutely nothing. What do I give the first one? 2.8. Let's say the second one is it gonna be better, worse, the same? I'm gonna say that there's gonna be some epic action, and that's gonna make it a 3 out of 10. There's gonna be some epic action. 3 out of 10 prediction. Okay. Okay, I haven't watched season 1 of this. I haven't watched season 2 of Alfred. I did watch season 1. I haven't watched season 2. Prediction 1 out of 10. Okay, I'm just kidding. But I imagine this is trash as well. This is another, like, isekai trash. Okay, what's this? This doesn't look like isekai trash. Am I being deceived? Is this real? Okay. Comedy, romance, slice of life. Look at that. How innocent. Perfect. Okay, maids. Okay, never mind. No longer innocent. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure it could just be like a fairly normal type maid, not anything to do with slavery, hopefully. Anyway, I mean, we'll see. Technically, it could still be within that and still be good, but yeah. Well, what studio? Felix Film. Never heard of Felix Film. haven't really done much, so can't really say much. Okay, this is the story of a maid who is all alone in the world, who finally finds a family. Told from young that her only worth is as a killer, Yuki had known nothing else except cold efficiency in following orders. Now that she has a chance to leave her past behind, she arrives at the doorstep of Hitoyoshi Yokoya, asking to be employed as a maid. Thus begins the journey of a former assassin learning what it means to be, quote, normal. Okay. It's maid slave trash. Is it? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think she's just there to keep up the house, you know. Maintain the house. I don't know. I'm not sure. Well, let's check the. Is that it? Damn, how am I supposed to know what it's? Oh my god. Oh, what am I doing? What's going on? Well, that's not very much to go off of. Yeah, that's difficult. I mean, it might be made slave trash. This is some random dude. Hmm. Hmm. I hope. I hope that if you see action, that it's not like stupid. Not like if you see a fair amount of action, which I assume we don't, because it doesn't have action in here, but maybe there's a little bit because she is an assassin still. I hope that it isn't like the stupid type of action where the main characters have this like crazy plot armor. Because you see that a lot in other shows, like let me look it up, like Buddy Daddies. You see that a lot in this type of show, where I thought the action was just a little bit stupid. Same thing with Licorice Recoil. It probably has action in there as well, yeah. But considering it doesn't have action in there, I assume that it probably won't have a lot of that. So that's a good sign. How good the show will be, I have honestly no idea. I think I might have to go with the average score, just because I don't really know where this is gonna go. The trailer as well doesn't say a lot, but it could be fairly innocent. I don't really know. I don't really know. I don't wanna. I don't. Apparently, it's also shonen. It's interesting, I guess, or partially shonen. I think I'm gonna give it a 7, just because yeah, it could go anyway. 6.5, I feel like would be a bit harsh, so I'll say 7. I'll give this a 7. Might be pretty fun, innocent, slice of life type show to watch. And next up, I guess Dragon Ball Daima. I actually have not looked into this at all. What is this? So this claims to be. So the sequel to this is Dragon Ball Super, and the prequel to this is Dragon Ball Z somehow. Okay, sure, I guess. Yeah, so this takes place after Dragon Ball Z, before Dragon Ball Super. Sure. Goku and company were living peaceful lives when they suddenly turned small due to a conspiracy. When they discover that the reason for this may lie in a world known as the Demon Realm, a mysterious young Majin named Gloria appears before them. Sure, okay. Okay, seems random, but maybe it's good? I have no idea. No way. Everyone's small. Conspiracy brews.
俺はグロリュウ頼みがある。
パンジだ、よろしく。パンパカパーン、なんか面白そうだな。
I have no idea what to make of this. I'm just happy it's not all CGI. Man. Okay. I've no clue what this is, what it even is. This seems like just like a very, very random thing to have. But there's like almost no reason for it to exist. Even though the average score is pretty good, I don't know, man. I feel like it's just gonna be some random shit in it. I'm thinking like either a 6 or 6.5, because like this is just gonna... If you're a huge Dragon Ball fan, you got no reason not to watch it, obviously, but... If you're just there trying to watch, like... If someone's trying to go back, watch Dragon Ball, I doubt that they should be watching this. I guess that's the best way to put this. And because of that, I probably should give this around like maybe like a 6, 6.5. I don't know. I'll say 6. I'll say 6, but yeah, I don't know. It's a money printing device. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'll give that a 6. 6 out of 10 for Dragon Ball Daima, because I'm not sure what that is meant to represent. Oh no. Not more. Not more fantasy. Just tell me this is a sequel. No, it's not. Oh no. This is more fantasy, isn't it? It is, yeah. Comedy, action. Hey, recommendations. It says Konosuba and Ammunition Shadow. Not any other isekais. And it doesn't even have isekais, one of the things. Female harem, 20%. It's only 20%, guys. Don't worry about it. Okay, so. Maybe, even though the average rating is 65, maybe it's not the worst. We'll have to see. 6 childhood friends make a vow one day to become treasure hunters and eventually grow to be the strongest heroes in the world. During his first quest, Cry Andre realizes he isn't cut out for the job. Even so, his friends make him their leader. Underpowered in the face of great expectations, Cry embarks on a reluctant hero's tale of glory, headaches, and wanting to retire early. That almost sounds like a slice of life, but apparently not. It's just Cry. Okay. Maybe we should check Studio 0G. Anything we know about this? Not sure. Not sure. Interesting show that they made here. Interesting. 1 episode apparently. Okay. Oh shit, I should have gone back. Where is it? Here it is. Alright, let's watch this epic trailer.
トレジャーハンターになろうぜ。目指すはただ一つ、世界最強の英雄だ。この6人ならきっとなれる。な、クライ。
This cannot be. Oh no, it is properly loaded.
それが全ての始まりであり、お前やれよ、リーダー。は？終わりだった。もしかして無理ゲー？それから数年、あんたの
ストグリのリーダー。マスターの凄さが分かったらひざまずくべき。
ティノ、黙ろうね。僕は圧倒的に凡人だった。さすがに治療は宝具なのか。何もかもが宝具ですけど、それが何か。
演技うますぎ。
は？っていうか、帝都最強なんて誰が言い出したんだよ。そうだ、依頼は誰かにやらせればいい。
スパルタは大概にしてください。
うんうん、そうだ。ね、レベル3なのに。
クライさん、私の力が必要だと思い帰ってきました。
時が来た。
お任せください、マスターメイナス。おそらくこのままでは調査隊は全滅することになります。すべてはマスターの計算。どうにもならない依頼を適当に振ったりはしない。
完全に適当に振っちゃった。
I swear, by the way, can I just say, this character exists in every single fantasy anime. Every single one. I swear this guy exists. In SAO, even. Like, literally every fantasy show. This guy exists.
僕の命は17個あるんだよ。嘆きの亡霊は引退したい。2024年10月放送。ああ、セーフリング17個持ってきてよかった。
Okay. So, I could see where the recommendations are coming from. Because it's kind of like you're the main character of the Eminence in Shadow with the strength of the main character of Konosuba. That's what the show is trying to be. Probably. That's what it seems like to me. So yeah, it's definitely going for the comedy route. What I will say is that I imagine it wouldn't be as funny as Konosuba. Probably not even as funny as Eminence in Shadow, whilst also not being as cool as Eminence in Shadow, not as clever as Eminence in Shadow. And I imagine the animation's not gonna be as good as either of these either, because you know they both have good animation depending on what season it is or whatever. Because I know Konosuba had one season or something, or film or whatever it was done by JC Staff, and I don't like JC Staff. But yeah. Yeah, I imagine it's not going to be a great isekai. Not isekai, it's not an isekai, it's apparently just a fantasy. But I imagine it also won't be like that bad compared to the average. It actually I think it would kind of surprise me. I'm still not going to give it a 7 or something. I'm not going to give it a 7. So I'm going to give it a 6.5. So it's just going to be like, okay. It's going to be in the mid tier. It's going to be in the mid tier for me, 6.5. I won't quite give it a 7. Because, I don't know, I don't think the show will be remembered. I guess I'll put it that way. Ranma, what is this? I don't have an idea what this is. Alternative? A new anime adaptation of Rumiko Takahashi's Ranma. Better than the average isekai though? Definitely, I agree. Gender bending, shape-shifting, arranged marriage, female harem, action, comedy, romance. Okay. Studio Mappa, so that's cool. Ranma Saotome and Akane Tendo of Tendo Dojo are betrothed to each other by their parents, but Ranma faces a unique problem. Ever since he fell into the cursed springs of Jusenkyo while training in China, his body has acquired the peculiar trait of transforming into a girl when doused with cold water and reverting to a boy with hot water. That's some like Fruits Basket ass plot. Get ready for the slapstick, action-packed rom-com featuring Ranma, Akane, and a vibrant cast of unique characters. That doesn't sound too bad. That sounds interesting. Like it could be good. Alright, let's watch the thing.
やめて、豆腐先生、好きな人いるんだから。
一丁前に傷ついてやんの。
何よガキ。
だけどおめえ笑うと可愛いよ。
え？
スキャリー。
本気で言ったの？
ざま殺す。
あかねさんは俺がもらう。あかねさん、あかねくん、あかねくん、かすみさん好きだ。シャンプーに勝てっこねえって言ってんじゃん。
何よ、
I thought that said you can't eat shampoo. Okay. I have literally no idea what to expect from this show. Okay. So, who's the character that can even... Is it the main character? So, this guy could switch between genders, right? Okay. I really like the art style. I think it looks very unique, which is cool. Because it looks like it also has some harem features, which usually I don't like harem features, so... Or whatever, what do you want to call it, tags. So I am a little bit tentative about this one because of that. For now, I'm probably gonna say maybe, yeah, it's a modern version of a 90s art style. I'd imagine. It seems that way as well, yeah. I feel like it'd be better than the made one, so I'll give it a 7.5. Yeah, I'll give that predicted score 7.5. 365 days to the wedding. Takuya and Rika work at the same travel agency in Tokyo and are both happily introverted and single, but their company is opening a new branch in Alaska next year, and employees without a spouse will be recruited to work there. Desperate to avoid the move, and though they've hardly spoken before, they decide to fake an engagement. Can these quiet co-workers become a convincing couple? Okay. So romance, just romance. Fake relationship. Fake relationship can be interesting if they do it well. I'll stop looking at the studio just to make things a little bit quicker. I predicted your prediction. There.
ラブストーリー。
別にぼーっとしてない。どうやって返事しようか考えてたんだよ。
また怯えさせたかな。きっと彼に怖い人って思われてるだろうな。結婚願望なし。
一人生活好きが恋をした。
恋愛ヘタレ社会人。
ポンコツ男女二人のムズキュンストーリー。
私たちが結婚すればアラスカ行きはなしになります。
結婚するって本当ですか？2024年テレビアニメ化決定。
Okay. I think these are just one of those romance shows that are just like fine. Like I doubt that this is gonna stand out that much. It always has that like potential to like do the basics really well and everything. But still, I don't think it'll be anything crazy. I don't think it'll be bad either, to be fair. Is this the same voice actor as the one from Spy X Family? It is. Okay. Yeah, it is. It is your from Spy X Family. So this also reminds me as well. I imagine that this is gonna be a little bit like Spy X Family, just like the romance side of things a little bit. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a very innocent story, I imagine. So it's hard to like say that the concept is just like objectively gonna be bad. Because it won't be like some weird ass like fantasy show where like nothing works and everything doesn't make sense and everyone's Kirito, everyone's Asuna. It won't be like that. So it's one of those where it's almost like difficult to criticize that much, even though it's also hard to give it a high rating as well. So based on that, I'm gonna give it a predicted score of a 7, but I'd imagine if I actually give it a score, it'll be like just narrowly below that. And it could be slightly worse, could be slightly better, could be slightly better. I'll have to wait and see, I guess. Yakuza Fiancé. Is this a season 2 of something? It is not. Okay. Comedy, drama, romance. Somei Renji is Somei Yoshino's grandfather and leader of the Somei group, the Kansai region's biggest Yakuza group. When he arranges for her to be married with Miyama Kirishima, Yoshino has to move to Miyama Clan Estate, the Kanto region's biggest Yakuza group. Kirishima warmly welcomes Yoshino and is such a pleasant, personable, and yet nice young man that nobody would suspect that he comes from a Yakuza family. This puts Yoshino at ease, even though she was initially feeling insecure in this unfamiliar place. But then, a certain event leads to Yoshino witnessing the real Kirishima. Okay, okay.
今確信したよ。吉野と結婚できる男なんて俺しかいないし、俺と結婚できる女なんて君しかいない。
I don't think there are English ones. Yeah, there aren't. We just gotta guess.
吉野、可愛いな。吉野大好き。おはよう吉野。やっぱり笑ってる顔が一番可愛いね。
あんま近づかんといて。
俺がこの世で一番君のことを愛してる。俺以外の男と一緒になってもうまくいかない。絶対に。
もし万が一私があんたに惚れるようなことあったら、このまま東京に住み続けたるわ。けどそんなもんで私が惚れるわけないやろ。
吉野のこと頼んだぞ。あの人は俺のもんでもお前のもんでもないんじゃボケ。
可愛いからってこうてたら成長しきった時に食い殺されんで。あんたと一緒。
Sorry, is that... what's going on here?
成長しきった時に食い殺されんで。
Bro's just joking or what the hell? What the hell?
一緒に暮らすんも別にええかもな。
僕はソメイヨシノに用事がある。
俺には吉野がいればそれでいい。
Okay. So this is like a little bit similar to what's it called? Tokyo Revengers? Is that what it's called? No, not Tokyo Revengers. Or is it? Let me look it up. No, it is Tokyo Revengers, yeah. In the sense of like you get this one guy who's like doing some bad shit and then the girl like initially doesn't know and then she finds out, blah 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 blah. The art style is very, very, very unique. Studio Dean. Let me check that out actually. I've heard of this one before. Extensive history, fair enough to say. I think I might just give this one a 7 as well. Predicted rating for this one. It seems fairly interesting. If I would only choose shows that I think I'd like, I don't think I'd watch this one just because I think it would be like alright for me. This is like just same with the last one as well. I'd imagine I'd give this a slightly lower than a 7, but not a lot. Enough to the point where I would give this a 6.8, a 6.5 instead. So I'll for now predicted rating 7 out of 10. That seems decent. Seems decent. So yeah, and I like the art. I haven't watched season 1 of this, I don't think. Yeah, so I will not go over that one. Orb on the movements of the earth. Okay. What is this? What is this? Just drama as a genre. Foreign. Well, it's gotta be bad if it's foreign. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. Okay, the setting is 15th century Poland. Okay, it was a time when heretical, is that correct? Is it pronounced correctly? I have no idea. Heretical ideas uh, led those who possessed such a mindset to being burned at the stake for their beliefs. The protagonist, Raphael, a child prodigy, is expected to major in theology, the most important subject at the time. At university, where he plans to skip a grade one day, however, he comes across a mysterious man and is now studying a possible truth in the midst of heretical thought. Okay. Who the fuck shuts a show in Poland? Almost irrelevant as Belgium. Whoa! True. Yeah, okay. This seems like it could be interesting. Do we also not? Yeah, we don't have subtitles for this one.
宇宙の中心には何があるでしょう。
宇宙の中心はもちろん
He's from Sweden! Or he's from England, according to anime, because English people are always blonde in anime.
そうか。ではそれをやめろ。
この世の平穏を乱すような研究は見過ごせない。
天文を続けるのは合理的じゃない。どんなに背伸びしたって人間は近づけない。禁じられた研究って一体何なんです？
宇宙がどういう形をしているか知っているか。
地球が中心で、すべての天体はその周りを複雑に回っています。
では、もし太陽も星も動かなかったら。
じゃあ、今まさに空を動いているのは何なんです？
地球だ。
地動説。
You gotta watch the Polish dub for the authentic version. Okay, bro.
境界は激怒し、美しさと理屈が落ち合う。天と地が一つ。人類は立ち向かわなければならない。
今から地球を動かす。この世は最低というには魅力的すぎる。
満ちてる。
僕は地動説を信じてます。
目指すのはただ一つ。真理だ。
Okay. This actually seems like it could be pretty good. Obviously we don't have a lot to go off, but I'm not sure I've ever seen a show quite like this. The style, the Vinland Saga is in the recommendations. I would say the style reminds me of Vinland Saga. I guess the setting is also, you know, similar, but I could give this one an 8. It'd be either that or a 7.5. I'm gonna give it an 8 for now. I'm gonna predicted score 8 out of 10. This seems like it could be pretty cool. Oh no, look at this rating. Oh no. Okay. I'll become a villainess who goes down in history. Comedy, fantasy, romance. Who saw it coming? Villainess. I don't know why this is like a theme. This is like a trope that's been used lately. Next life is a villainess. They like maybe started with this one. They use it sometimes now. Put it in titles. Okay. This young girl hates all those goody two-shoes heroines, so when she's reincarnated as Alicia, the villain in her favorite fantasy dating simulator, okay, interesting, it's like a dream come true. There's just one problem. The more she tries to be evil, the more the prince seems to fall for her. Oh no! Alicia will have to work much harder if she ever wants to become the world's greatest villainess. Right. I mean, I guess that sounds like it could be fun. There is English.
このチャンスを逃す手はない。今から努力して歴史に残る悪女になってみせるわ。
Why is this her goal?
あまりの愚かさに頭が痛くなりますわね。決まった。
元気そうだな、アリシア。このくらいで赤くなる子がどんな悪事を働くって？
私はリス、会えるのを楽しみにしていたのよ。いよいよだわ。聖女対悪女、開幕よ。
なってやるよ。優秀な人材とやらに恩知らずだとは思われたくないしね。
教えてくれんか。歴史に残る悪女とはどういった存在なのか。
What?
志高く、綺麗事が大嫌いで、常に冷静で白深い。そうよ、最後まで諦めないのが真の悪女。どう？絵に描いたような悪女でしょ。世界よ、待ってらっしゃい。歴史に残る悪女のデビュー、カミングスーンよ。
See, my problem is I feel like she doesn't actually do anything evil. Like, she's not gonna do anything that's that bad. Which makes this concept, like, inauthentic? Is that the word? Like, she's gonna, like, do some, like, weird, like, some somewhat obnoxious stuff. And she's gonna do some stuff that's, like, somewhat bad, but really not that bad. And everyone's just gonna kind of cringe at her, apart from this guy who's just gonna be like, oh my god, that's so cute. So, I don't know. But if she actually does a lot of evil shit, then it could be made in, like, this concept could be made fun. It could be made fun. But I just don't think it will. I just don't think it will. I've already forgotten some of the other scores that I've given. I've gave this a 7, I gave that a 6.5. I think I would give this one less than a 6.5. So, I'll give this one a 6. Yeah. Yeah. I'll give this one a 6. It's either that or 5.5, but I'll give it a 6. Tying the knot with an Amagami sister. What is this? Comedy drama. Ecchi. This might be problem. It might be, depending on what happens. Romance. Okay. Also, the villainess concept isn't that bad if it wasn't for the fact that the setting is exactly the same each time. I've only watched one of them because Jacob wanted me to watch one. So I can't attest to it, but I'll take your word for it. At least, like, I've seen one or two shows with the villainous title in it, and it sounded similar, so you're probably right. Uryu Kamihate is a high school student striving to enter Kyoto University's medical school. After being raised at an orphanage, Uryu is taken in by the chief priest at Amagami Shrine, where he begins to live as a freeloader and to cohabit with Yae, Yuna, and Asahi, the three beautiful shrine maiden sisters. What's more, the condition he must meet in order to live at the shrine for free is to marry into the family and inherit the shrine. How will Uryu overcome his marriage meetings with the three sisters, as well as the many challenges that Amagami Shrine faces? So begins a miraculous rom-com about living under the same roof with three shrine maidens. I doubt I'll like this one.
少しでもみんなに神様の加護がありますように。
No way, it's like in your name.
神様に祈ればきっと願いが届き、奇跡が訪れるだろう。
バカバカしい。いくら祈ったところで願いなんて叶うはずがない。
不届き者めが。
Oh my god, that's loud.
俺は神様になんて頼らない。そんなもの信じない主義なんだよ。
確か高校2年生だよね。じゃあ私の方がお姉さんだ。
神社に住まわせるのはギリギリ合格ってことで。
うちは一番年下ですし、遠慮なく甘えちゃいますけどね。
君はその程度のことで弱音を吐く人間なのかしら。
いいやつなんだよ、ブリューは。
ブリューさん、あなたには将来うちの婿養子になってもらい、天神神社を継いでいただきます。
縁結びとは人と人とを結ぶもの。人の数だけ縁はある。
星の降る春の夜、降り注ぐ星の粒を浴びれば願い叶う。今のお前の目の前にある景色は奇跡みたいに綺麗だろ。
The trees look pretty cool. Yeah. No, this is just a full. This is just straight up harem show, and it has ecchi in there, which obviously most likely they're never going to show in the trailer. So I imagine I will not be a huge fan. I imagine. Let's I don't know. I think I'd give that one like a 5.5. I don't think I can quite give that a 6. I feel like it'll be weirder than the villainous one, but it could be better than the villainous one. It depends, really. It could definitely be better. But with the ecchi tag in there, it makes me concerned. It makes me concerned some of the scenes might be a bit weird. And I think this... I mean, the trailer didn't inspire me, but the concept could be fun. The concept itself. So I guess I'm allowing that to kind of persuade me as well. So yeah, I'll give that 5.5, but it could be 6 or higher. You never know. Alternative manga. Okay, so it's based on light novel actually. Producers: JC Staff, Tokyo MX, Aniplex. Okay, that's a lot of producers. Studios. Oh, that's the one I was looking at. JC Staff. I hate JC Staff. I absolutely hate JC Staff. They did One Punch Man Season 2. Nobody thinks that's animated well. And there's a lot of random average shit in here. Do you love your mom? And her 2-hit multi-target attacks. Oh my god. Okay, anyways. Action, comedy, drama, fantasy, sci-fi. Cyberpunky, interesting, okay. The cyberpunk metropolis Shinjuku, a massive city-state bedecked. Bedecked. I've never heard of that word, bedecked, with neon signs, towering skyscrapers, and the latest cutting-edge technology. It is here in the year 2099 of the fused era, where the legendary demon lord Veltol has his second coming, 5 centuries in the making. But this landscape is nothing like the one he conquered all those years ago, for the fusion of magic and engineering has elevated civilization to dazzling, unprecedented heights. Veltol may have been reduced to a historical footnote, but make no mistake, this brave new world will be his for the taking! Exclamation point! Okay, let's check out the trailer. Is there any English? No.
世は何度でも光の前に現れよう。世は不滅の王なのだから。さらばだ、魔王ベルトール。魔王は今復活を遂げた。再び世と共にアルネスを支配しようぞ。
一つご報告があります。我々の支配すべき世界はもう滅びてしまいました。
え？仕事はないか。金がない。申し訳ございませんが、ご紹介できる仕事はありません。いいかマキナ。
Okay.
そなたの収入なのだ。
最低な男ね。
活目せよ、エルストナ。
陛下にお供させて。
Oh, that looked horrible. Did you see that? That animation. Look at this. It's just a 2D sprite, and it just, oh no.
私高橋っていうのよろしくベルちゃん。何を
動くな。
こんな白昼堂々心拍数と血圧の異常な上昇を検知。直ちに今は黙って。
お久しぶりですね、我が王よ。なぜだ。私の前から消えてください。
自信なくなってきた。よ、仕事をすると言ったのだ。
ベルトール様がそのようなことをなされる必要はございません。
この手で世界を支配することは諦めていない。
声いいし、顔いいし、オーラもあるし。
ストーリーマー。
他人を楽しませるっていう立派な仕事だよ。もっと堅実で安定した職について稼がれるべきです。
こんばんモーター。
What is going on?
ベルトールベルベットベールシュバルト。すなわちイオである。
Oh no. Oh no. Shit, I think this is absolute trash. I think this is gonna be awful. It doesn't... The world doesn't seem interesting, to me at least. It's gonna try to give a little bit of that devil as a part-timer vibe, but I don't think it's gonna land amazingly. I don't think the animation is gonna be good at all. I don't think it looks good. I think the plot's not gonna be great. Man, I think that's gonna be a disaster class. I could rate this so low. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm trying to think, like, is it gonna be better than Seirei Gentsuki or not? That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, my prediction's 3 out of 10. Just straight up, I'm just gonna give it a 3 out of 10. I think it'll be horrible, so yeah. There you go. I have no faith in that show whatsoever. Why is Nafumi in here? Is that the main character? It is the main character, okay. Alright. So, action, fantasy, adventure. 2 tags. The healer who was banished from his party is in fact the strongest. Aha. 2 centuries have passed since a hero defeated the evil Joryu and saved the world. In one of the many dungeon cities, aroused, a healer scorned and cast out of his party for being too weak, struggles to find a new place. Or find his place, rather. Amidst despair, he meets a martial artist, Narsena, who invites him to form a new party together. With a fresh start and renewed motivation, the two begin their journey to greatness. Alright, let's watch this spectacle.
もしかして迷宮で何か起きてるんじゃないか。
お兄さんを傷つけたこと後悔しなさい。
お前たちに許されているのは自分自身を追放することだけだ。
まるでこの町にいてもらっては困るみたいにね。
眠っておればよいもの。
ラウストさん、私たちを助けてはいただけませんか。
あの男は野放しにしてはおけない。
Oh.
ナルセーナ、明日どこかで時間をくれないか。
I assume this doesn't have English either.
大切な話があるんだ。
風を起こせばいいさ、吹く風が星の底にないとしても自分が強くなる。女の子なのね、あなたは。もしお兄さんを救うために。
This is pretty wrong, but imagine if it was dog shit. I'm not so sure. How many comparisons we can make between Furen and this fantasy genre?
今度こそ冒険者をやめていたのかな。そうしたら
He used to be in a party that he no longer is in.
あの子と会うこともなかったんだな。
No, I don't know. I watched that trailer and I thought it was a romance show. It's not even one of the genres. Like I don't even know. I don't even know. It's using the healer trope, which, as you might see, is a new thing. Strongest way to use healing magic. That was a thing. Being banished from a party, that's a trope as well now. How many one of those are here? Yeah, yeah. Oh, these modern fantasy tropes, man. I don't think this is gonna be amazing. Do I give it higher or lower than the last one? That's the real question. Because this one, I think this one seems the most generic of them all, other than maybe Seirei Gensuki. They're like the two oh, you are right actually. Yeah, the whole 2 centuries thing, you are right. That is comparable to Free Run. Is Free Run put in here? It's not, but yeah, your point is still right. Should I just give this a 3 as well? I'm not sure. I feel like I've seen stuff like this before that I might have given slightly higher. Or this. So I'll give it a 4. So there you go, healer. The healer who was banished from his party. I've given you huge 4. 4 out of 10. Prediction rating. Alright, next. Goodbye, Dragon Life. He's no longer a dragon. Action, adventure, fantasy. I'm not sure how many fantasy shows I can survive, I'm not gonna lie. Long ago, the most ancient of divine dragons was slain by a human. The mighty dragon accepted its death when suddenly it was reborn as a Dolan, a man who lives in a quiet village. While spending another peaceful day toiling in the fields, he meets Selena, a half-human, half-snake creature looking for a partner. The unlikely duo become friends, but challenges lie ahead that threaten their bond. I can imagine. I can imagine. Okay, this is getting into that. We're getting into like some animal shit over here. And that's not even like the most popular ones. We're getting into snakes at this point. We're getting into snakes. Yeah, let's watch the trailer. I would say, is there any English, but I doubt it. No. There's some cows. I swear I've seen this character somewhere before. Why does he have to look like just a grown-up character? Damn. Damn. I did not feel anything from that trailer. I didn't feel anything. There was no soul in this show at all. Oh, this is gonna be so incredibly mid. I won't give it like a 4, but I'm gonna give it like super mid rating. So yeah. I said I wasn't gonna give it a 4, but now I'm like now that I'm thinking about it. So is this action? There is action, supposedly. There is some action. Okay, I'm gonna take it back. I'm just gonna give it a 4. Move on. I've given it a 4. Moving on. What's this? Comedy, drama, romance, slice of life. Keisuke Nijima has lived in grief since his wife Takae passed away 10 years ago, but when a young girl visits claiming to be Takae reincarnated, Keisuke and his daughter Mai are drawn into a miraculous reunion as the girl reveals intimate details only they could know. The Nijima family slowly begins to heal, rediscovering love and warmth in the most unexpected way. That sounds really weird. Okay.
10年前、確かに私は一度事故で死んだわ。でももうそういう細かいことはどうだっていいじゃない。なんで小学生の姿になって帰ってきたのかとかさ。あんたたちとこうしてまた家族やれてるんだから。
戻ってきてくれて本当に。
マイ高え。
マイが泣くから
我慢することじゃないだろ。
新島さん、娘さん転職されたんですね。
ああ、もう一度挑戦したいと言ってね。
素敵ですね。
あいつが帰ってくるんじゃないかって釣りをしながら待ってるだけ。
そういう部分は妻に似たんだろうな。
本当に私が好きね。生まれ変わったことにどんな意味があるかはわからない。でも
What the hell?
でもいいじゃない。
そんなことでいちいち腹を立ててたら回覧板回してもらえなくなっちゃうわよ。はだって今私小学生なんだから。
どこ行ってたの？ただじゃ置かないから。
だからこのままうちに。
新島高江にとって正解でも白石まりかとしては正解じゃない。
すごい熱だ。また家族で見られるんだな。俺たちは運命の。
Don't do it, please.
外でそんな話しない。やっぱあんのね、大切なものって。テレビアニメ、妻、小学生になる。ちょっとあんた何泣いてんのよ、恥ずかしい。吹きなさい。
はい。
10月6日、放送開始。
What the hell? You're right. Okay, so this is just really fucking weird. So this guy's wife just gets reincarnated as a little grade schooler girl. Right, okay. Seinen. Target demographic is adult males. Because I feel like a lot of this show probably will be better than all the really tropey ones, but then it has this like ridiculous concept that doesn't help itself. I'll give it like a 3.5. I'll put it there. It's cool they go on about not copying someone else's homework, etc. and make it slightly different, but it turns out that everyone in anime copies each other's homework, but they only get the guy who did it worst, yeah. Pretty much, that's anime, Negative positive angler. Negative positive angler. What a title. Drama, fishing. Drama and fishing. Okay, the anime story centers on Tsunehiro Sasaki, a university student with a large debt, and is told by his doctor that he only has 2 years left to live. Living the rest of his days in depression, Tsunehiro one day gets chased by a debt collector and falls into the sea. He is rescued by Hana, a girl who loves fishing, and her fishing friends including Takaki. Hana urges Tsunehiro to experience fishing for the first time in his life, and he starts to develop friendship with other fishing enthusiasts. Things start looking up for Tsunehiro as he starts working at the convenience store where Hana and Takaki work, and he slowly gets hooked into fishing. Okay.
あと2年。
ええ、このままですと残念ながら。
お先真っ暗、転落人生まっしぐらの俺が、まだ暑さが残るその日、人生の終わりを告げられたのです。
うちの店は一筋縄ではいかないよ、佐々木常弘くん。
ああ、どれもこれも一緒にしか見えん。まったくわからん。は
あ、まあいろんな種類があるけれど使ってみよう。
たく釣りに興味ないやつもいたっていいだろう。俺たちさ、全員ここでバイトしてんだ。
住んでんだよ、ここに。魚釣りはさ、難しいもんな。
それでも俺たちは釣りをする。なんでそこまでやるかというと、なぜだろう。は？ほっとけって言われても全部無駄かどうかなんてわかんねえじゃん。
人生って限りあるじゃん。楽しいと思ったことをやってたらどんどん増えちゃって。
お前運がいいな。
逃げて逃げてこんなとこまで逃げてきたんだろ。だったらここからやり直そうぜ。ね。やるか？
Okay. This could be pretty decent actually. This doesn't seem that bad. Obviously the fishing part I might not be very invested in. You know, if you enjoy fishing and that kind of stuff, then this probably more interesting for you, so that part maybe not so much for me. But this could still be decent, but yeah, it's a little bit uncertain, I guess. I think I'm gonna give this predicted score of 7, but could go anywhere. Could go anywhere. Yeah, I have actually seen the first season of Demon Lord retry. You might remember this. There was like a meme about her, about how this was basically an isekai type show where they basically just make a recreation of Rem as a different character. This is meant to be like a Rem essentially, as like a pulling point for the show. Genres are action, adventure, comedy, and fantasy. This does have a semi-interesting concept, but still is also fairly bland as well. Let me go back, yeah. The Demon Lord continues his adventure in this revamped series. After encountering the mysterious entity in the lowest level of the Bastille dungeon, he sets out for Helion territory, where Grand Devils vie for domination of the realm. With the addition of a new advisor, the seemingly hopeless optimist Akane, the Demon Lord's army grows even more colorful and their hijinks even wackier. Okay. I know the main character has like these different characters that he can play as, because he's like supposedly from like some game or something that he was working on when he was a real human. But I did not give this a very high rating. I think did I give this like a 5-ish? A high 5 maybe? Is that it? Okay, just a little bit more. Yeah, I imagine it's just gonna be much the same as last time. I doubt it'll be different. I gave it a 3.8. Yeah, sure. I'll say 4 by that logic. I'll give this one a 4. Just more isekai bullshit in it. And a Mecha Ude mechanical arms. This is a action mecha sci-fi. Mecha very hit or miss within the anime sphere. Long ago, alien life forms came to Earth, fusing with people on the planet. Due to their appearance, they were dubbed Mecha Ude. That sounds really weird. As when fused, they bore a striking resemblance to mechanized limbs. Okay. Through an involuntary partnership, average middle schooler Hikaru Amatsuga works alongside the Mecha Uda Arma, who is extremely rare and a special existence. To protect Arma, the Resistance Group Arms assigns the dual Mecha Ud user Aki Murasame to follow him wherever he goes. However, she's also looking for a mysterious snake-type Mecha Ud Mecha Ud, that sounds so fucking annoying, wielder who has put many of her comrades in a critical state. Behind the scenes, an organization known as the Kakami Group is searching for the mythical Trigger Arm, a Mecha Ud said to grant unlimited power. When Aki's life is threatened by this group, Hikaru must team up with Arma to find the courage to fight back, and along the way learn that his life will never be ordinary again. Okay.
ついに見つけたぞ。ワーメ方のメカ腕使い。クソ野郎だ。
今多数のメカ腕使いたちが我を失い、街中で暴れている。
そして私たちは確かに見たんです。
ワーム型のメカ腕。父さん、母さん、そして妹を殺したのはお前だな。顔を見せろ。
我らが命を創造せしオルデラ、弟よ、お前の失われた記憶はオルデラを起動するトリガー、それがアルマだ。
何か救う手立てはないのか。
天津が光の命です。そもそも私たちは友達なんかじゃない。お前は単なる護衛対象、それだけの関係だ。
お前はどうしたいんだよ。
そんなの俺だってあいつを助けたいと思ってるよ。
だったら追いかければいいだろうが。
また投げ出してこついたボール。
これは人類メカ腕双方にとって重大な背信行為だ。
アキを疑うのか。アキは仲間だろう。
どうしても光じゃないとダメなのか。トリガーアームを目覚めさせた彼の特別なアルビトリウムが必要なのです。
いつだってどうしようなくて下しかけ。
I love when the trailer spoils the entire show.
そうです。任務だからじゃない。
友達だから守るんだ。
This is going in a lot more detail than a lot of these other trailers. Okay. It seems like it could be okay. I don't think it'll be anything crazy. Anything like super good, but seems like it'll be alright. I feel like a 7 maybe sounds about right. It could also be not quite as good and be like a 6.8, but yeah, I'll give that predicted score of a 7. But yeah, what was this studio? Triff Studio. Okay, they have like nothing. Oh. Seems somewhat cool. Rising Impact, what is this? Well, next, let me check the drama. Okay, this is a sports anime. Comedies, drama, sports. A young boy, how am I gonna pronounce that? Gawain? A young boy, Gawain, lives in a mountainous rural area with an incredible love for baseball and making the ball really fly. One day he runs into a visitor to the small area and she introduces him to a sport that can really make a ball take to flight. Take to flight, okay. Golf. It just takes one shot and Gawain is hooked. With his grandpa's approval, he sets off to Tokyo with this mysterious woman to learn all he can about golf, encountering many colorful characters and obstacles along the way. I get on Netflix.
ゴルフってのは球技の中でも一番球を遠くにかっ飛ばせるスポーツなんだよ。一番球を
This is supposed to be English. If you say so. He cut down a tree. Branch.
ここがキャメロット学園家。アメリカ、イギリス、日本の3カ所しかないから世界中から入学志望者が来るらしいんだよね。ワクワクしてくんな。プロ目指すにゃコンクレ飛ばさねえとな。
どんなに飛ばしてもカップに入れなければゴルフには勝てない。一打の重みを知らないやつにプロを目指す資格はない。
キャメロット学院の頂点を決める戦い。これよりキャメロット杯出場者選抜試合を始めます。
飛ばせるだけ思いっきし飛ばすべ。
こんなチャンスパッドを外してたまっか。
全力で戦う。
ここじゃ結果が。
Oh my god, that's ridiculous.
見える
わ。まだチャンスはある。
素直で読みやすい風だ。
イギリスに行ってみせる。次は絶対曲げられねえんだ。
姉さん、僕は必ず勝つ。
どこまでたどり着けるかわからないけど、この子ならきっと。いけ
Okay. So for sports anime, I think this might be pretty cool, but unfortunately, I actually really don't like sports anime. So that's automatically gonna give it a little bit lower from me. So I don't know. I'm not sure. I think I might give it a predicted rating of a 7 out of 10, somewhere around there. So that's what I'll go with. Go with. Fucking hell. So yeah, there we go. I'm just not a big fan of sports anime. Okay, what do we got over here? Maho Shoujo Fantasy Comedy. Okay. Shizuko is a normal otaku girl in Niigata Prefecture. She's obsessed with Berry Blossom, a magical heroine who protects the city, but the battles with her inept nemesis Chroma have become so lackluster that they're not even worth watching. Shizuko wants to see Berry's full power, a desire that quickly leads to this seemingly timid girl down a path of evil. Path of evil, huh? Henshin. What is this? Prominently features a character or costume transformation which often grants special abilities. I'm sorry, Jake. I don't like sports anime. This one doesn't have any translations, unfortunately. I thought that one was straight up just Anya for a second. I feel like this show is definitely aimed for girls.
としない悪ならもっと強いてくれ苦戦を出た悪の総帥クロマ
この前の返事は決まったのか
入るわけないでしょおっさまグナって私はベリーブロッサムを応援してるんだから
しかしお前はお前奴の苦戦を望んでいるではないかギリギリの姿を見て何も感じないと
それは好きだけどさ
本来のやつと渡り合うのはほんの一握りの悪のみ見たくないのか追い詰められたベリーブロッサムギリギリの攻防を
まんまと思うつぼに乗せられてる気はするけど
What's wrong with her eyes? Look at these shapes in her eyes. I mean, fair enough, it looks pretty unique, but it's got like the German flag in there somehow. It's got like a triangle over here. It's like the Tor browser, but it's a triangle instead of like some garlic. Like, very abstract.
自己紹介がまだだったな。ベリーブロッサムの付き添い、真白です。どうぞ。
Yeah, okay. Shoujo. Yeah, teenage and young adult females. That's about as what I expected, okay. So I gotta take that into account. Oh, I just slammed my mic. Yeah, I don't even know what this is. This is just like so like I don't know, so weird, isn't it? A great explanation. I think this might be like okay for some. This is definitely not my type of stuff, but I'm just gonna give it a 5.5 and move on. Predicted rating 5.5. I have no idea what to do with that show. How I attended an all guys mixer. What is this? Comedy romance, cross-dressing tomboy. Okay. College student Tokiwa gets invited to a mixer by his female classmate Suo, but when he arrives with his friends, they're greeted by 3 dazzling, handsome men. But as the two groups get to know each other, they find themselves getting closer in unexpected ways. Is that so?
まさかスオさんと一緒に星見るなんて数ヶ月前は考えもしなかったな。
うん。今夜は月が綺麗ですね。
何度見てもただのイケメン3人。いやでもこれは朗報だ。いうこと？
That's just a cat. Why is that dude just a cat in the background?
時和くんと2人で飲んでみたかったんだ。
つまり俺一人でスオさんを楽しませろってこと。
遅いと思ったら何してんの？こっちだよ。
富士山の漫画買ってもらえてなんか嬉しい。この子。
Why is he actually just a cat?
俺男もいけるのか。
ねえ時和くん、今日は何時までいるの？
別に。
じゃあ二次会も行こう。
スオさんが女だ。
富士山がダンスをしてない。
これは夢。気になる子がいるんだけど、その子がよくダンスをしてて。
その人だから好きなんでしょ。
びっくりしちゃった。
落ち着かない。
I don't even know which characters are male or which ones are female. I have no idea.
そのうちわかるから。合コンから始まる男女6人の脳内バグコメディ、テレビアニメ合コンに行ったら女がいなかった話、2024年10月4日より放送開始。
Oh, okay. I feel like it could be pretty fun actually. I feel like it could be pretty fun. I'm not really sure what to expect from this. Okay, this character's female. What is this character? Female. Is this a female? They're all females. So, which ones are the guys? Just this one and that guy? Okay. And the main character, I guess? Huh. I feel like this one is a bit better than the last one. It does have romance in here, doesn't it? Okay, it does. Yeah. I mean, I'd either give this like a 6.5 or a 7. It'd be either or. I think I'm moving towards a 6.5. So that's where I'll go. That's where I'll go. It could be better than that. Definitely could be better than that. but I got my doubts. Okay, the most notorious talker runs the world's greatest clan. Action, adventure, comedy, fantasy, psychological. Noel is the grandson of legendary seeker Overdeath and dreams of surpassing his strength, but it turns out that Noel is nothing but a talker, the weakest class of them all. Undeterred, he lives his silver tongue to gather allies, develop cunning strategies, and form the greatest clan around. Now, as the most notorious talker, Noel will do whatever it takes to claim supremacy.
ノエルちゃん、もうバカバカ。バレたらお互いただじゃ済まないわよ。
その程度のリスク、ピクニックみたいなもんだろ。
わしを信じろ。わしがお前を最高のシーカーに育ててやる。
オーダーだ。話術スキル、戦術展開、タクティシャン。
話術師はシエルに特化したジョブだ。パーティーの戦力を底上げする。仲間に頼ることでしか戦えない。今だ。
残念。
Okay.
好きな才能に努力は追いつけない。
多分死ぬような努力をしてあそこまでになったんじゃ。
とにかくな、舐められちゃいかんのだ。
なめんじゃ。
俺は誰にも縛られない。
俺は最強を従え。最強となる。
I'll follow the strongest and be the strongest. Okay.
今すぐ程度から出ていけ。
手段は選ばない。
俺は最強のシーカーになる。
俺の行くべき道は一つだ。俺は俺のやり方で頂点まで這い上がる。
With a knife. Yeah, okay, this is not gonna be amazing. I've like completely lost track of some of the ratings I give in other shows, to be honest. Where am I gonna give this? 4. Yeah, I'm gonna give this 4. Yeah. I'll give that 4. Sure. 4 out of 10. Dead, demons, dead, destruction. 10 out of 10 IGN. Okay, comedy, drama, sci-fi, slice of life. Her face is turning on this image. That's crazy. Okay. As the world is threatened by the sudden appearance of a mysterious alien mothership, best friends Koyama Kadode and Nakagawa Oran carry on about their high school life, but as they grow up, they face existential questions, learning adulthood's complexities, and that the true threat may not be from above. Actually, sounds interesting. We haven't heard that a lot today.
One, two, three.
What did it say about Violet Evergarden?
One.
Reiko Yoshida. Is that the director or? No idea. That doesn't seem like Reiko Yoshida is there. Is this like, has this anything to do? Okay, yeah, okay. I have no idea. I need help.
1, 2, 3.
あそこから母艦が現れ3年か。頑張れよ。
門出のように教師と一発やってみたいだけだと言ってくれればいいって。
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
俺さ、見ちゃったんだ。奴らが人間のふりして社会に紛れ込んでるのかもしれない。
Oh my god.
私たち大丈夫だよね。なんだって。なんでもねえよ。
そして新たに3名の死亡が確認されました。栗原希穂さん、18歳。
そうだ。もし何かが起きた時、俺たち凡人は受け入れるしかないんだ。その時 最後まで希望を失わないためにはどうしたらいいと思う？
3、2、1、発射。
ねえフォンタン、私たちちゃんとした大人になれるかな。未来のことなんてわからんけど。
君こそどこから来たの？
はにゃにゃふわ。
Okay. Oh, I'm really annoyed that I come out of that trailer like really unsure what to think about that. I had higher hopes going into the trailer than after, definitely. Yeah. It'll either be really good or really shit. I mean, it could be anywhere on the spectrum, really. I think. Yeah, I don't think it'll be as good as Dandadan. That's my takeaway from this. So I'm still not sure. Like, it could definitely still vary a lot, but for now, I'm gonna say 7.5. I think it could be good. I just really don't know. I just really don't know. But at least the synopsis sounded pretty interesting, so that's a bonus. All right, we've only got 3 more shows left, guys. Only 3 more shows. Loner Life in Another World. Okay, that is a very low rating. Oh my god. Action, adventure, fantasy. No, I thought we were done with these. All right. Haruka has been living his high school life as a loner, but all of a sudden, he and his classmates are summoned into another world. Who saw it coming? A god gives him a list of skills. Who saw that coming? Or at least that's how it was supposed to be, as all the valuable skills have been taken by the other classmates first, so he has to choose different ones apparently. After Haruka scolded God, he snapped back and gave all the remaining bad skills to Haruka. Wow. Thanks to the loner skill, Haruka begins his lonely adventure in another world. Damn. That's unfortunate.
放っておいてよかった。レベル高え。久しぶりのお肉ちゃん。出た。この開放感と孤立感、何者にも代えがたい。
Oh, he loves being alone.
世界攻略。やっぱモッチが一番だな。
Short trailer. Meta. That's a new tag. Let's go. Oh no, it's a, oh, I thought it was just having tropes, but it's fourth wall breaking references to tropes. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, like what should we give this? 3.5. 3.5. Yeah, let's go with that. Sure. Something around there. Okay, is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? Season 5. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I've watched all 4 seasons up until this point, so I can cover season 5. Alright, season 4 part 2 in particular was actually pretty good. I feel like overall the show started out somewhat good, then, you know, petered out a little bit, got pretty fucking mid. And then all of a sudden, season 4 part 2 came in, and that was the best of the show that I've ever seen. Do I expect it to continue to be in the same light? No. I don't think it'll be quite maybe a 6.2, but I do actually expect it to somewhat... Oh, I've closed it. I've closed it. I've closed it. I expect it to somewhat maintain itself at least. Yeah, okay. A goddess festival, a fruit festival that brings the labyrinth city of Orario to life. Goddesses symbolizing fertility are enshrined on the altar, and among them is the goddess of beauty, Bel Cranel, who has survived and returned to his daily life from the dead depths of the dungeon, is here and ready to enjoy the bustle of the goddess festival until he receives a letter from a girl at a small bar in a corner of Orario. Quote, to Mr. Bell, please go on a date with just the two of us at the upcoming Goddess Festival. From the Sears single-minded determination will drive both Bell and the Labyrinth City crazy. Meanwhile, the Einherjar, the warriors who claim to be the strongest, are now suddenly on the move. Okay, sorry, I completely fucked up that synopsis, but we move on. We go next, we go next.
女神祭でベルさんを誘ってもいい？その手紙は何ですか？ついにシルが少年攻略に乗り出したにゃ？声が大きいって。ところで僕はそのシルってことは会ったことがないんだけど。
So, she's the grey-haired maid girl. And we have our Kirito voice actor, of course, to fill the role of Kirito, just different hair color, different eye color.
行きましょう、シルさん。ほら、
私もここ気に入っちゃいました。似合いますか、ベルさん？
ちょっとシルさん。
私をさらってください。
Kidnap me, please.
確かめたかったんです。
But no one
この気
ever.
持ちが愛なのか、それとも。
冒険のスター
本当に楽しみ。
貴様を始末する。
あなたたちを止める。
行きましょう、ベルさん。
逃げ場なんてどこにも。ラビットフットを仕留めろ。その女はすでにトガ人だ。
あれは本当に女神なのか？
私の言うことを聞いて。
このデートを成功させるんだ。エスティア・ファミリアは僕が守る。
I wish I could be kidnapped. Okay, Jake. Okay. I have some problems with this, right? Like last season, right? We went through hell and back with this woman, and then next season we're just gonna go on a date with our best friend. Is that what's going on? Is that what's going on? Did surviving that dungeon not mean anything? Huh? What's going on? Straight up betrayal. Betrayal. Better than last season? What do you mean? Season 4, that was good. That was good. Well, part 2 was good. He moves fast. No, I'm not gonna give it a rating, sorry, I was just... Oh, yeah, what was I doing there? I'm gonna give it lower than the last one. What am I gonna give it? 6.5? Something like that? I'm gonna give it 6.5. I'll give it a 6.5. There's some hope for this show. But I won't really like it. It's also done by JC Staff. Just because it's done by JC Staff, I might have to reduce it to 6.0. Just saying. Just might have to. So am I going to do that? Yes, I'm going to do that. Okay, I've reduced it to 6.0. Get wrecked. Fuck that show. Alright, last show. This is romance, slice of life, and oh dear god, it's sports. Okay. Do these sports-crossed lovers have a chance? Taiki Inomata loves badminton, but he has a long way to go before he can reach nationals. When Taiki sees upperclassman Shinatsu Kano practicing her heart out on the girls' basketball team, he falls for her hard. After an unexpected turn of events brings the two closer together, sorry, sports might not be the first thing on their minds anymore. Okay. Let's check it out. Please. I just want to know what they're saying. never mind, we can't.
会いたい人が 俺もこの夏インターハイ行こうって。そのくらいじゃないと先輩と釣り合わないなって。
Visually looks pretty striking.
ほんと無茶が好きだね。
お前カノチナツのこと好きなの？俺と当たるまで負けんなよ。
実力不足の俺にとって自分を信じるなんてことは超難問だけど。
大輝くんなら大丈夫だよ。
好きな人の言葉はこんなに簡単に信じれる。
She crying. Is this a straight up 1v1? Pink hair girl versus basketball girl.
粘って食らいついて最後まで全力で。千夏先輩だってきっとそうやって戦ってるはず。
全国諦めたくないなって君のおかげだよ。ありがとう猪俣大輝くん。
Visually looks actually really good. And because it's sports plus romance, I might like it more than just like a sports like a show that's focusing on the sports a lot more than anything else. So I gotta give it that credit. I gotta give it that credit. This might be really good. This might be really good. Let's see in the tags as well. We've got athletics, heterosexual, coming of age. Where does it say 1v1? Spoiler tag. Let's not click on that. We always know when the pink hair girl loses. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Probably, yeah. What should I give this? I need some help. What would you guys give this? 0.5 intervals, so 7, 7.5, 8. That's kind of what I'm thinking about. Like, I'm thinking between a 7.5 to an 8. You know, you already know that I'm not a big sports fan. So I'm thinking a 7.5 right now. Probably just a 7.5. Yeah, same as me. You'd give it a 7? Jake, you're the sports fan! You're the sports fan. You're meant to be representing the community of sports. But yeah, is what it is. Alright, we got that all out of the win there. Okay, we have finished it. It drops 3 points because of the romance, but if it falls in love, it's kind of cringe, you know? Okay, Jake. Alright. Well, thank you all for coming in as well, Non-Zero. I saw you earlier as well. I didn't say anything to you. But I was trying to finish up my stream real quick. But yeah, I'm gonna be ending it here. I gotta go eat. So yeah, thank you all for being here. That was fun. We like went over so many fucking anime there. That took like over 2 hours, I think. That was crazy long. How's he gonna become a pro when he's letting his love life take over? So true. He's getting distracted. Anyways, I'm gonna see y'all later. So, ta-ta, bye-bye.